Okay, welcome back, WHS Juniors. I'm going to be doing another MCA little lesson here today on working with what is a function and what is not a function. Okay, if you say good health is a function of this or that, well, you might say it's it's a function of good eating or exercise, or maybe some of you are into yoga, I don't know. But things are functions of things. Taking a shower is a function of water. It's nice to have a hot water heater also, so it's like nice warm water. But when things are functions of things, then those things have to lead to those. So the shower is a function of the hot water can lead to the shower. Okay? Or good health is a function of exercise. Well, exercise can lead to good health. So there'll be a value that leads to another value. And we call these inputs and these outputs. So if the input is exercise, the output could be good health. Or if the input is hot water, the output could be a shower. Okay? So to review, a function is going to be when you have a pairing of numeric variables such that for each first value, which is called an input, now here's what's very important. There exists only one second value. Only one second value, and that's called an output. So for instance, when I go outside my door and hit the water fountain button, that's my input. What do I expect to come out? I expect water to come out. Now if orange juice was flying out, I'd say something happened to the water fountain. That would not be the correct output for that input. So we got to pay attention to what the input leads to. Alright, and it can only lead to one output. Alright, so when the snow melts in the spring, it should turn into water. It should not turn into butterscotch pudding or something crazy, even though there might be some muddy spots. But is it a function? Okay, we got to be very careful. I'm going to show you what I mean. If you get 94% at our high school, if that's your input, your grade should be an A. Okay? Now, if you had a teacher and you had 94% and they gave you a B, you would be saying that's not okay. That's wrong. How can my grade be a function of this if the same score led to two different grades? And that you're right, it can't. One input, each input exists only one output. Okay, now, here's the thing that can mess people up. You can have different inputs lead to the same one output. Okay? So, for instance, if I said that health is my output, somebody might say exercise, somebody might say nutrition or diet. Somebody might say no stress or something. But all those things should lead to health. Now, it's okay to have different inputs make the same output. Okay? So there's lots of people on the lake. Some people will say being on the lake leads to fishing. Some people say being on the lake leads to water skiing. Some people say being on the lake leads to suntanning, or whatever it might be. Okay? So we got to be careful. One input with more than one output, not okay. Inputs, different inputs with the same output, hey, that's okay. So look at this from a coordinate standpoint. Here I've got a row of coordinates. The inputs lead to the outputs. So what do I have? Do I have any problems here? Well, if you look here, you've got 2 and 3 both leading to 5. Now, is that okay? Can we have different inputs make the same output? And the answer is yes, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. Some people will be on a snowmobile in the snow when it snows. Some people will be skiing. Different ways to enjoy the snow. Now if you look at this one's not okay. Do you see why it's not okay? Well, right here. 2 is one input, and you cannot have the same input making different outputs. I've been doing these math videos. Mr. Kohler has led to math videos. I am not going to teach you English or social or how many atoms are in a particular molecule. Okay, that's not my shtick. So this is my job, would be to teach math. So this is wrong right here, not a function. Okay, so you want to look for it. If it has an input, it can only have one output. You cannot have one input having multiple outputs.